And gentlemen, welcome to a new live stream. This is 11:46 p.m. August 30th, 11:46 p.m. Central Time, because I am in the wonderful state of Wisconsin in the Central Time Zone. So this is pretty late, but I'm here because I did not want to miss sharing with you some thoughts that I have about recent poll numbers. And so here I am doing a live stream. And if you are joining the live stream, please share with me where you are joining from. I would appreciate that. I've got my laptop here so I can look up poll data because I'll be talking about polls. But then, I want to hear your comments, your thoughts. Usually after I start a live stream, I wait for a minute or two, which allows people time to tune in. And so I'm going to start my discussion here in a little bit. By the way, this is the season. Between now and November 5th, there's really going to be, like, it's not like there's going to be a breaking news every day. There will probably be breaking news multiple times a day. That can happen because this is the political season, this is the election season, and new developments are taking place every single day and constantly. I mean, it's a 24-hour cycle. 24 hours. 24 hours you have to pay attention to what's going on in the country, around the world. We live in an interconnected world. What happens outside the country will affect us in the country. What happens in the country will affect other countries around the world. I mean, this is politics, domestic and international. I see Angela Arnold just joined. Angela Arnold writes, okay. Angela, thank you. So there's, okay, well, it's always wonderful to see when people start joining the live stream. People start watching. I see Christina Colson says hi, says hey. Hey, Christina. Hello, Angela. I see Dharmendra Singh is here. Dharmendra Singh, thank you for tuning in. As you are joining, please, this is nice when you're joining and participating in the live chat window. Christina writes, I subscribed and liked. Well, thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. By the way, I always have a lot to say on these live streams, but I also want to hear from my viewers, and I do my best to keep up with the live chat window. I try to respond to the questions. I try to respond to the comments. Christina writes, you're welcome. Thank you, Christina. Marlon Carey says, are you from India? No, Marlon, I am not. I am not from India. I am from, originally, I was born and raised in Bangladesh, and now I am a proud American citizen. But thank you for your question. Andrea writes, hi. Hello, Andrea. Ali writes, who cares? Ali, you're writing who cares? You don't like my live stream, Ali? All right. Okay, let me see some other comments. Someone writes, what is your profession? Okay, so if you want to read more about me, if you want to know more about me and what I do, you can go to my website, tausifanam.net. I just posted that, so you can read my bio. All right. Winston writes, are you a lawyer? I am not a lawyer, Winston, but thanks for the question. I have worked with lawyers. In fact, I used to work at the Wisconsin Legislative Council, which is a nonpartisan state legislative service agency here in Wisconsin. It's a body of lawyers. That organization is full of lawyers. I used to work there, but I am not a lawyer. I don't have a JD, the degree that you need to be a lawyer. Okay. All right. I see more comments. Winston writes, "You look classy and important." Thank you, Winston. I appreciate that. Okay. Someone writes, "Who is that behind you?" There's no one behind me, actually. There are pictures, images, I think, frames on the wall. There's no person behind me. Stephen writes, "What's your goal on here?" So my goal here, my channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. And so I discuss my thoughts and opinions on a wide range of social and political issues, both domestic and international. So I do political commentary here on this channel, and I'm not the only one speaking. I also encourage people to share their thoughts and opinions. That's why, see, I know what I want to talk about, and I haven't started talking about that yet because I'm trying to engage with people in the live chat window. So I pay attention to what my viewers are saying, okay? And a lot of my viewers agree with my viewpoints, a lot of them don't, but I encourage and I welcome everyone, okay? Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, whatever your political affiliation, whatever your viewpoints, just, feel free to engage with me in the chat window. If you agree with me, let me know. If you don't agree with me, you're still welcome to be here and to share your thoughts, okay? Let me see. Candace writes, "Why you ignore me? I long-time fan." Candace, I'm not ignoring anyone. Sometimes I miss people's comments. If there are lots of comments coming in, I may not be able to respond to all the comments promptly. So I apologize if you felt that I'm ignoring you. I am not. I'm not ignoring anyone. All right. Let me see. Marlon writes, "Your accent sounds European, which is why I asked. You are quite successful." Well, hard to define what success is, but if you think I'm successful, thank you so much. I'm trying to be successful in building a community here on this channel, building a community where people can share their thoughts and comments. We are, we have the right to free speech, and that's what I'm trying to exercise here, right to free speech. Okay, let me see some more comments. I have a lot to discuss today, but I love the comments that are coming in. So I am in no rush. I can speak for an hour or longer if needed. Let me first read the comments and then I'll get to my discussion. JJ writes, "Who's going to win the presidency?" That's an amazing question, JJ. That's what I'm going to discuss because that's the topic of my live stream. Trump versus Harris. What do the polls say? I'm a Trump supporter, so I hope Trump wins. AC writes Trump 2024. I believe that, Trump 2024, but we cannot take anything for granted. We don't know who's going to win. If you are a Kamala Harris supporter, hey, please don't go. Stay here. And I want to hear from you. If you think Kamala Harris is going to win, tell me why you think she's going to win. If you're a Trump supporter, tell me why you think Trump's going to win. I want to hear from you all. All right. Let me see. Let me see some more comments. Let's see. Someone writes, "I knew you looked familiar. I saw you on Fox News." Did you see my Fox News interview? I was on Fox News. That was last year, though. Last year, 2023. In the month of June, I was on Fox News. So if you watched that interview on the topic of immigration, that's wonderful. Thank you. By the way, now that you've mentioned about Fox News, I am actually going to post a link to my Fox News interview here. So anyone who has not watched it can do so. There's the link. I just posted it, okay? Let me see some more comments. Okay, so somebody here, Saran Zaman, is writing about Bangladesh. Well, I strongly supported the students of Bangladesh, and I strongly opposed the Sheikh Hasina government in Bangladesh, okay? Actually, you are going to see a lot of, if you check out a lot of my old videos, you will see that regarding the issue of Bangladesh, that's the country where I was born and raised, I strongly opposed the brutal Sheikh Hasina regime. I opposed the brutal Sheikh Hasina regime, and I supported the students as they protested the Sheikh Hasina regime, as they rose, as they got out on the streets and they asked for justice. Okay, so I oppose Sheikh Hasina and I opposed her dictatorship. Okay, so just to clarify that, because somebody brought up the issue of Bangladesh. By the way, go check out my previous videos and you'll know my views. All right. Arctic Mansion writes, are you trying to become a star? Define star. Define what a star is. Okay? No, I don't think I'm trying to be a star. I'm just exercising my First Amendment right to free speech. Someone writes, let me see. Someone writes Bengali. Yes, I'm originally from Bangladesh, so Bengali is my first language. Someone writes, I like your blazer from Target. Actually, this is not from Target. This one is actually from Macy's. Okay? It's Lauren, Ralph Lauren. It's from Macy's. But I used to get a lot of my clothes from Lord and Taylor. Okay? Loved Lord and Taylor. They closed the store, but I have a lot of clothes from Lord and Taylor. I love Nordstrom too, by the way. Let me see. All right. Okay, all right. So I see the comments are coming in. What I'm going to do now is get to my point. I have, a series of things that I want to share with you. And so I'm going to get to that, and then I will pause, and then I'll look at the live chat window periodically so that I can respond to your questions and comments. So, my friends, let's talk about the main topic: Trump versus Harris. What do the polls say? Okay. Real Clear polling. If you look at Real Clear polling, as of August 30th, I see that the average is that Harris is at 48% and Trump is at 46.2%. That's the average of the polls. Does that mean that the Trump campaign is going to be worried? Real Clear polling shows that Harris is up. She's at 48%, Kamala Harris at 48, Trump at 46.2. Does that mean that the Trump campaign is going to be worried? The answer is, I don't know. But let me ask you, do you trust poll numbers? Do you trust poll numbers? It's up to you. Some people trust poll numbers, some don't. I'm sure that the Harris supporters are feeling quite energized right now. I mean, when supporters of Kamala Harris see that she is ahead according to Real Clear polling, then obviously they feel quite energized. But let me tell you that polls can be wrong and poll numbers can change. And I'm going to be discussing that. So don't go anywhere. Stay here. I'm going to be discussing, and I'm going to be talking about 2016 poll numbers too. Okay, remember 2016? I remember 2016 when it was Trump versus Clinton. Trump versus Clinton. All right. In 2016, remember 2016, Hillary Clinton thought that she was going to win. She was very confident. She was very confident that she was going to win. And look what happened. I remember 2016 here in Wisconsin. Trump campaign spent a lot of time in Wisconsin. Trump visited Wisconsin multiple times in 2016. Multiple times. And Mike Pence came to Wisconsin and campaigned. So, okay, I'm seeing some questions here. Somebody is asking, where are you born? I was born in Bangladesh, in South Asia. I came to the United States as an immigrant, a legal immigrant, in 2007, and I became a naturalized American citizen in 2014. So anyone who's thinking I was born in India, no, I was not born in India. I am not Indian. I am from Bangladesh. All right. But now I'm an American citizen. I'm a proud American citizen. I took the oath of allegiance to become an American citizen. Okay? By the way, do you want to watch my video of the oath of allegiance? When I took the oath of allegiance to become an American citizen, I am going to post that link. Just hold on, my friends, hold on. I'm gonna post that link. Give me 1 second here. All right, give me 1 second here, my friends. I'm going to post that link, and you can watch that video. That amazing video of my naturalization ceremony. There you go. All right. Click on it. Watch it. 2014 is when I became a naturalized U.S. citizen. I am proud to be an American. So, let me get back to my point. Trump campaigned a lot in Wisconsin in 2016. Mike Pence came to Wisconsin and campaigned. Mike Pence was Donald Trump's running mate at the time, and obviously later vice president. In fact, when Mike Pence visited Dane County is the county where I live, Dane County, Wisconsin. Dane County is the county where the state capital is. I live in the city of Madison in the county of Dane. So when Mike Pence visited Dane County in 2016, he came to the Republican Party office in Fitchburg. That's the name of the city. Next to Madison, the city of Fitchburg. When Mike Pence came to Fitchburg, I was the one who greeted Mike Pence into the building. I was there at the entrance. And Mike Pence came in, I shook hands with him, I greeted him, and I was the one welcoming him into the building. 2016, when Mike Pence visited Dane County. It was such an amazing visit. Amazing visit. If you want to see my photo with Mike Pence, all you have to do is go to my Facebook page. My name is Tausif Anam. I'm going to type it here again. That's my name. You can look me up. Go to my Facebook page and you can see my photo with Mike Pence. So 2016, the Trump team worked very hard here in Wisconsin. And what did Hillary Clinton do? Do you remember what Hillary Clinton did in 2016? She took Wisconsin for granted. She thought she was going to win Wisconsin because Democrat presidential candidates have a long history of winning Wisconsin. So Hillary Clinton thought that Hillary Clinton would win Wisconsin, and she took Wisconsin for granted. But Trump team kept visiting Wisconsin, kept working hard, campaigning. And then what happened? Trump won Wisconsin in 2016. The 10 electoral college votes from Wisconsin went to Trump in 2016. I remember poll experts back then, they kept saying that Hillary would win. 2016, listen, that was 8 years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember it very clearly. I remember 2016. You know, I have been in the United States since 2007, and I remember the election cycles. I remember the election cycles, all the different elections. I have been deeply involved in politics for many years now. So I remember 2016. And I remember that different political commentators and poll experts were saying that Hillary would win. But that did not happen in 2016. It was Trump who won Wisconsin. So I like to see Trump ahead in the polls. I would love to see Trump ahead in the polls. But then I also don't worry much if he is not ahead in the polls. I know that polls don't always reflect the reality on the ground. I know a lot of people who have strong political opinions, they don't respond to polls. People who know who they are going to vote for. People who are very active in politics, but they don't respond to polls. They don't respond to poll questions. So polls are important, but the polls may not always reflect the reality on the ground. If you look at a lot of polls today, a lot of national polls are showing that Kamala Harris is ahead. Let me tell you, Kamala Harris is not Hillary Clinton. I don't underestimate Kamala Harris. I did not underestimate Hillary Clinton either. I believe that we should not underestimate anyone in politics because politics is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen in politics, so never underestimate anyone in politics. If you look at the issues, now let's pay attention to the issues. If you look at the issues, then it clearly seems that Trump will win. That's really the conclusion that I can draw when I look at the issues. I mean, Trump is better at managing the economy. River is here. River writes, I love your YouTube channel. Thank you, River. I appreciate that so very much. I see all the comments coming in, Mr. Ernest, and then Zach, and then Kat, and others. You know, if I'm miss saying your name, I apologize. But I thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Let me see. Jeanette is here. Ismail is here. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm reading your comments. Bonnie is here. Thank you. By the way, please subscribe. If you're watching this, subscribe. Like the video, okay? So you can help me reach more people. I would appreciate that very, very much. Ron writes, what country are you from? Ron, I said this earlier. Originally, I am from Bangladesh. Thank you for joining. Thank you for asking that question. I'm originally from Bangladesh. I live in the United States. I'm a proud American citizen, and I live in the beautiful state of Wisconsin in the American Midwest. All right. So what I was saying is, if you look at the issues, then it seems very obvious that Trump will win. I cannot predict the future, but based on the issues, it seems that Trump is going to win. Trump is better at managing the economy. He is a strong supporter of our military. Trump is better at negotiating with foreign leaders. He is also a strong supporter of American businesses. Trump believes in lowering taxes. Trump believes in cutting regulations. Trump is strong. Trump is sharp. He is energetic. And he's always willing to speak to the press. I mean, that's something you have to take into account. He is always willing to speak to the press. He doesn't hide from questions. Jackson writes, true. Thank you, Jackson. So, if you look at those issues, Trump responds to reporters' questions. Trump he's not shy. If reporters ask him questions, he's going to respond. He does interviews. He does press conferences. Remember when he was the president, he was frequently in front of the media. So take that into account. And then look at Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is clearly trying to stay away from doing press conferences. She does not have a record of success as the VP. She's the incumbent vice president, but look at her record. She doesn't have any success to talk about. As VP, what did she achieve? Really nothing. The economy has been a mess with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in office. And most importantly, Kamala Harris, now that she's running for president, she does not have clear policy positions. She does not have clear policy positions. Everything seems to be vague. It seems to be vague, We as the voters, we don't have concrete information about policy positions that Harris would support. Bill Walsh writes absolutely 100%. Thank you, Bill. Bonnie writes, she has nothing. Yes, very vague. Thank you, Bonnie, for agreeing with me. So, when you look at the issues, it would seem very obvious that Trump is going to win. But then, as I said, don't underestimate Kamala Harris. It is true. I'll tell you one thing. It is true that there is renewed energy on the Democratic side after Joe Biden dropped out of the presidential race. Remember that Donald Trump versus Joe Biden debate in June? Remember that? That debate, I remember watching that debate. By the way, I'm also reading your comments here. Okay. Please, just keep the comments coming. Write your comments, write your questions. I'll do my best to respond. But let me tell you, it is true that there's renewed energy on the Democratic side after Joe Biden dropped out of the race. I remember that debate between Trump and Biden. Trump's performance was outstanding. Outstanding. Zach writes, reading but not responding. Zach, I do my best to respond to the comments. See, I just read your comment. But it's not always possible to read and respond to all the comments. So please don't misunderstand. Please don't think I'm not responding. I'm doing my best. And I thank you all. I do, from the bottom of my heart. I do thank you for being here. The fact that you're watching this video, the fact that you're writing your comments in the live chat window, I appreciate each and every one of you. Some of you agree with what I'm saying. Some of you strongly disagree with what I'm saying. But I thank each and every one of you for being here. So, as I was saying, that debate back in June between Trump and Biden, Biden was what a poor performance. I don't know how to describe Joe Biden's performance. It was such poor performance, unbelievable. I mean, Joe Biden, in the course of that debate, he said things that a lot of people couldn't even understand. What was he saying? And Trump was sharp, to the point, you know, focused. Trump did great, and Joe Biden did not perform well. And so right after that debate, there was pressure building up, asking Joe Biden to drop out. Can you imagine? Back in June, towards the end of June, I think that debate was. And, right after that debate, pressure started building up. People were asking Joe Biden to drop out. There was chaos in the Democratic Party. High-ranking, prominent Democrat leaders were saying, Joe, you gotta go. You gotta drop out. Because at that point, it became obvious. At that point, it became obvious that Joe Biden cannot defeat Trump. And so the Democrats, one after another, they started saying, Joe, drop out. One after another. I was keeping track of all the breaking news, all the updates. You saw one name after another, names of all these prominent Democrats. One after another, prominent Democrats kept saying, Joe, you got to drop out. It's time for someone else to run. And it seemed for a while that Joe Biden didn't want to drop out. He wanted to keep going. He wanted to run. Now, the Republicans have been saying for a long time that, hey, Joe is not fit for office. He is unfit. Remember all the gaffes, all the strange things that Biden said during speeches and how he stuttered and, he lacked clarity. If you have been paying attention, way before Joe Biden decided to drop out of the race, during speeches, people could clearly see that there was lack of clarity, and he would stutter and he would say things that did not make sense. And people kept saying, hey, Joe, it's you're not fit for office. The Republicans said that. The Republicans talked about Biden's fitness for office. And it was very clear to a lot of people that Biden is not fit for office, but he didn't want to drop out. But after that June debate, the presidential debate, there was no hiding. It became clear to the whole world that Biden is not fit. And so the pressure kept mounting. One after another. Democrat leaders kept saying, Joe, better step aside. Let someone else run. And finally, Joe Biden dropped out. Months before the election. Weeks before the Democratic National Convention, Joe Biden decided to drop out. And then, remember what happened? There was a lot of confusion. People were wondering what's going to happen now. What is the process going to look like? Will there be competition? Will multiple candidates jump into the race? Will people get to have a say in who the Democratic nominee is going to be? Guess what? It was not a competitive process. You know that. We're almost at the end of August. You know what happened. It was not a competition. The party basically, the party basically, decided that hey, it was going to be Kamala. And now all the Democrat voters, they feel betrayed. Because the Democrat voters did not get to choose Kamala. They did not choose Kamala. There was no competition. The party elites chose Kamala Harris. They chose Kamala Harris. They said, Kamala, You're going to be the one at the top of the ticket. And that was it. And then Kamala chose Tim Walz of Minnesota. Tim Walz of Minnesota. So it's the Kamala Harris and Tim Walz ticket. So going back, we now clearly remember how a lot of Democrats became very lukewarm about Biden. They were not interested in Biden. They were not happy about Biden. A lot of Democrats were not happy about Biden running for re-election. They were not excited about a second Biden term. But that changed when Biden dropped out and Kamala came in. I did tell you just now that a lot of Democrat voters feel betrayed because there was no competition and Kamala basically was chosen by the party elites. But then there are a lot of Democrat voters and supporters who are happy about Kamala. These are the people who had lost interest in the presidential race because of Joe Biden, but now they are interested again because now they have a different candidate. So if you look at the two latest polls for Wisconsin, now why am I talking about Wisconsin? Well, I'm talking about Wisconsin because I live in Wisconsin. This is my state. This is my home. And Wisconsin is a battleground state. Wisconsin is a battleground state, a very important state that we have to pay attention to. So let's look at the two latest polls from Wisconsin. And the results are very different. Jax904 writes, you like cheese. I love cheese. I have cheese curds in my refrigerator. Who doesn't like cheese? I love cheese. I love milk products. I love whole milk. I love cheese. I love butter. Okay, so yeah, milk products. I mean, Wisconsin is America's dairy land, my friend. I live in America's dairy land. I am in America's dairy land, and I love milk products. I love cheese. Jax writes, Wisconsin cheese is good. Well, Jax, thank you. I would say Wisconsin cheese is awesome. Oh, wow. You know, I am so happy. I'm so happy to have all of you joining this live stream. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Let me see. Well, I love the comments that are coming in. So sometimes when you see me turning my face, I'm actually just looking at my laptop screen. Okay. I'm still paying attention to all of you. I'm reading your comments, but on my laptop screen. So let me just pause for a second. Wow, lots of viewers today. Thank you. Someone writes, anyone, who is this dude? Are you asking about me? You want to know who I am? All right. Great question. By the way, anytime someone comes here and says, who are you? Who are you, man? I say, thank you for the question. Because obviously, if you are tuning in, and if this is your first time watching my channel, you obviously want to know who I am. So here is my website address, okay? So you can take a look at my website, and you can read all about me, okay? So thank you. By the way, if you guys want to email me, hey, you want to email me? Send me an email. Let me give you my email address. Hey, I am always happy to read emails. Send me an email. At the count of 3, I'm going to post my email address in the live chat window. So get ready for that. Feel free to email me. Tausif@tausifanam.net. 1, 2, 3, go. See that? Someone writes, oh my dude, I'm not emailing you. You're not emailing me? That's fine. You can just chat with me in the live chat window. You know, you got options. You can either tune in for my videos and chat with me in the live chat window, or you can email me. You know, Ismail writes, he can't vote. He's not a citizen. Who's not a citizen? Um, I don't know. Who are you talking about? Who's not a citizen? I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm a proud American citizen. Okay, I can vote. Maybe you're talking about someone else. Um, mm, all right. Michael Brown writes, America needs Trump. Michael, great statement. That's the reality, Michael. What you wrote, America needs Trump, that is true. America needs Trump. Because you know what? Right now, our country is going in the wrong direction, but we want to go in the right direction. We want to head towards peace, towards prosperity. And that's possible if we elect Donald Trump. Mrs. Robinson writes, hi from California, Latinas for Trump. Mrs. Robinson, thank you. Thank you. California is a beautiful state. And you know what? I hope that Steve Garvey wins the U.S. Senate race in California. That would be awesome. All right. Let's see. Jax writes, I'm in Florida. Well, Florida is a beautiful state. Thank you. Tony writes, Trump 2024, Tony. Trump 2024. Let me drink some water here. I'm reading your comments. Awesome. Hey, thank you all for participating. I have more to talk about, so don't go anywhere yet, okay? Don't go anywhere. I have more to talk about. Kat writes, Florida is for Trump. We love Florida. We love Florida. We love Texas. And we're also going to love California because you know what? I believe that California is slowly going to turn red. California is going to become Republican. Now California is heavily Democrat, but California will become Republican. It's going to take some time, but it's going to happen. Okay, I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. All right. So let's see. Jax writes, I wanted Vivek as VP. Vivek has got a great future in politics. No doubt about that. Let's see. All right. Lil Toaster, are you supporting Kamala? You're supporting Kamala? That's okay. Tell me one reason why you're supporting Kamala, okay? Let's see. All right. My friends, I got more to talk about, but you know what? It is so amazing to read all of your comments. Let me see. All right. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. So when Biden was in the race, a lot of Democrats, as I said, a lot of Democrats kind of lost interest because they could see that Biden is unfit for office, but then he's running again. Whenever he's speaking, there are gaffes, and he's not sharp. He's stuttering. He can't complete sentences. So a lot of Democrats, a lot of Democrat voters became very, very not so interested in Biden anymore. Okay, but that changed because the party elites brought in Kamala, and a lot of voters who had lost interest, a lot of Democratic voters who had lost interest in the race because of Biden, are now interested in politics again because they have a different candidate now. So as I was saying, if you look at the two latest polls for Wisconsin, the results are very different. Bloomberg poll shows that Kamala Harris is ahead by 8 points in Wisconsin, according to Bloomberg poll. Trump at 44 and Harris at 52%. But then you look at the Emerson poll. And that shows that Trump is ahead by 1 point. So you see how the different polls can give you totally different results. Bloomberg poll shows that Harris is ahead by 8 points in Wisconsin. Emerson poll shows that Trump is ahead by 1 point in Wisconsin. putting Trump at 49 and Harris at 48. Very different results. And real clear polling shows that the average for Wisconsin is 47.1% for Trump and 49% for Harris. So Harris is up. Harris is up. Okay? According to real clear polling, and that's according to the average. Somebody is writing about Thomas Massie. By the way, Thomas Massie, great elected official. Freedom-loving American, Thomas Massie. So Michael Brown writes, those polls are a lie. Michael, that's what I'm talking about. That polls, do you trust the polls? I'm not saying that the polls are accurate or the polls are not accurate. What I'm telling you is that different polls are giving you different results. So as a voter, what poll do you trust? What poll do you trust? So very different results. So real clear polling average for Wisconsin is 47.1% for Trump and 49% for Harris. So the real clear polling average for Wisconsin shows that Harris is ahead. By the way, let's now look at history. I'm going to go back to 2016 again. We got to talk about 2016. 2016 was such an important year. We have to talk about 2016. If you want to understand 2024, you have to look at 2016. Now, we don't know the results for 2024 yet, but we can follow the trends. We can look at the polls. We can analyze data. We can see where the candidates stand. And to have a better understanding of 2024 and where we are headed, we got to look at 2016. So let's go back to August 30th of 2016. August 30th of 2016. Back then, Hillary Clinton was up by 9.3 points in Wisconsin. That's exactly correct. I'm talking about 8 years ago. 8 years ago, August 30th, in Wisconsin, Hillary Clinton was up by 9.3 points. Now, did she win the 2016 election? The answer is no. Did she win Wisconsin in 2016? The answer is no. So we have to remember history, my friends. Somebody is asking me, do you teach math? I don't teach math, but I was very good at math. Math has always been one of my favorite subjects. I love math. We all have to understand math. Math, you need math for everything in life, really. We need math. So somebody is asking me, what's your take on inflation? Well, inflation is here because of reckless government spending. We have to stop reckless government spending. The Democrats in Washington, they love reckless government spending. They love recklessly spending tax dollars, American tax dollars. So we got to stop that. We need fiscal responsibility. We need accountability. We need proper governance. We can't let the Democrats spend our hard-earned tax dollars, all right? So once we have good fiscal management, we will be able to combat inflation. All right. So as I was saying, go back to August 30th of 2016. Hillary Clinton was up by 9.3 points in Wisconsin, so she was ahead, and Trump was behind, according to the polls back then. But she did not win the election, the general, and she did not win Wisconsin in 2016. So we have to remember history. Simply being ahead in the poll at this time of the year does not mean a victory in the November 2024 election. Do I need to repeat that, my friends? Do you all understand that? Anyone can be ahead in the poll right now. It does not guarantee a victory in the election. It does not guarantee a victory in Wisconsin. It does not guarantee a victory in the overall general election. Jax writes, I'm voting Tossif for president. Thank you so much, Jax. I am so happy. I don't know what to say. I'm in the middle of my speech and I'm like speechless, Jax. I love it. I love your comment, Jax. Jax is writing, I'm voting Tossif for president. Now, sadly, Jax, I'm not on the ballot. I'm not on the ballot. I'm not on the ballot. But I love your vote of confidence. I love your vote of confidence. Thanks for your support. All right? I'm not on the ballot in 2024. But Jax, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Let me see. Jesse writes, natural born citizen. Jesse, what a great question. No, I am not a natural born citizen. I'm a naturalized citizen. So a naturalized citizen cannot run for president. Natural born citizens can run for president. Naturalized citizens can run for other offices, but not for president. So, great question, Jesse. Let's see. Kaylee writes, Trump 2024. Kaylee, excellent comment. That kind of sums up everything. When someone writes Trump 2024, and by the way, I see that comment a lot. I see that exact same comment being made by many different people. Trump 2024. I mean, when you say Trump 2024, it basically, like, in short, it tells you the direction we need to head towards. Trump 2024. I mean, this is going to be the election of a lifetime. This is going to be the most important election of our lifetime. I know you've heard that before. So if anyone out there, if you tell me, hey, why are you saying it's the most important election of our lifetime? You know, people said that in 2016. People said that in 2020. I understand that. It seems like we hear that before every election. But let me tell you, this really is going to be the most important election of our lifetime. I mean, where are we as a country right now? Since 2021, since Joe Biden came to office, more than 10 million illegal immigrants have entered the United States. Can you believe that? Since Joe Biden came to office and opened up the southern border, more than 10 million illegal immigrants have crossed into the United States. They have crossed the southern border and they came into the United States illegally. Look at the prices at the grocery store. Look at the prices at the grocery store and compare the prices with the prices in 2018, in 2019, in 2017. What do you see? What do you notice? Inflation, severe inflation, high prices. When you go to the gas station, when you are buying gas for your vehicle, what do you see when you look at the prices? Prices are high, still very high here in Wisconsin and in many places across the country. So, since Joe Biden came to office in 2021, we have inflation, we have border crisis. There are lots and lots of other problems in this country. And so if Kamala Harris wins in 2024, inflation is going to be way worse than it is now. If you think inflation is bad now, let me tell you, it's going to be way worse if Kamala Harris wins in 2024. Gas prices are going to skyrocket. even further, even further. So this election is going to be the most important election of our lifetime because we need to elect Donald Trump and take our country back on the right track. On the right track, my friends. On the right track. We need peace. We need prosperity in our country. We need peace and prosperity. We need a stable economy. We need an economy in which hardworking Americans can start a business. We need an economy in which a businessman can invest and expand the business. We need an economy where hardworking American workers can afford groceries. We need an economy in which people have confidence. Right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. People don't know which way the economy is going to go. I see some comments. So somebody's commenting about my voice. You don't like my voice? You don't like my voice? What's wrong with my voice? I do a lot of speeches. Something wrong with my voice? If there's something wrong with my voice, let me know. I don't think there's anything wrong with my voice, honestly. But if you think something's wrong with my voice, you can let me know. Well, I will admit this. There are some... I do have a little bit of a nasal issue, so I know I'm rubbing my nose. I've got a little bit of an itchy feeling in the nose, so that might be it. But my voice, I think for the most part, is doing okay. But then again, we're well past midnight. It's 12:43 a.m. here in Wisconsin, so I'm staying up late. I'm doing this. So that might be a reason. Maybe I sound different because I've had a long day. All right, let me. Denise writes, "I love your voice, Denise. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. By the way, my friends, please, if you're watching this, please subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button. Just subscribe and like this video. Like it, because when you like it, it helps me reach more people." Denise writes, "Welcome." Thank you, Denise. Michael Brown writes, "Freedom of speech is important, bro." That is correct. Freedom of speech is important. What am I doing here? Like here, I'm sitting in front of you, doing a YouTube live. What exactly is this? This is freedom of speech. I am exercising my right to free speech. That's what I'm doing. And this is important. And, I'm reading, Jesse is writing about tariffs and trade wars. Jesse, we can talk about tariffs. We can talk about agriculture. Sorry if I've missed some of your comments, Jesse. Please don't think I'm not responding. It's just that sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the comments. All right. Let me see. Okay. All right. I'm reading your comments, by the way. Hey, we're at the 1 hour time mark, and I still have a lot of energy to continue talking, and I do have more things I want to say. So this is amazing, friends. I love these live streams, and even people who are opposing my viewpoints, it's fine. I keep saying that. What's great about this country that we live in, the United States of America, what's great about this country is that we can have different opinions, and we have the freedom to share those opinions. We can speak freely, okay? Without fear. We can disagree and still have a conversation. Just because we disagree on certain things doesn't mean we're not going to talk. I have friends I disagree with. You know, I actually live in a very, very blue city of Madison, heavily Democratic city, liberal city, the county of Dane in which I live, a very liberal county. But I live here. I'm a conservative. I'm a Republican. I live here. I'm not running away from Madison. I'm not running away from Dane County. You know why? You know why? Because I can have a conversation. I can have a conversation with people I agree with. People who agree with me can talk to me. And also, I can have conversation with people I don't agree with. I can have conversation with people who have liberal viewpoints. I can have conversation with people who support Kamala Harris. That's fine. I can listen to people's arguments. I can share my thoughts. We can have a conversation. Someone writes, fix your hair. What's wrong with my hair? You don't like my hair? By the way, I had haircut not too long ago, and it's actually quite short. If you saw some of my videos from, let's say, 2 weeks ago, you would have seen longer hair. Not like really long, but longish. Somebody said, shave your head. Nah, I don't want to shave my head. Let's see. All right. So, you know, I'm always open to conversations. I'm always like, I see another comment that says Trump 2024. Hey, I have been seeing a lot of Trump 2024 comments. I love it. I love it. So, as I was saying, we live in a great country. We live in an amazing country. In the United States of America, we can share our thoughts. We can share our views without fear. We have the right to free speech. And you know what? We can have conversation. We can disagree, and we can still have a decent conversation. So, all right. Going back to what I was saying, if you look at the 2016 poll numbers from August 30th, you'll see Hillary Clinton was up by 9.3% in Wisconsin, but she did not win the 2016 election. She did not win Wisconsin in 2016. And so, remember history, simply being ahead in the poll doesn't mean that whoever's ahead in the poll at this time of the year is going to win the election. Being ahead in the poll feels good, but that does not mean that it's a guaranteed victory. So, as I was saying, the nationwide average, according to Real Clear polling, right now is 46.2% for Trump and 48% for Kamala Harris. Once again, 46.2% for Trump and 48% for Kamala Harris. That's the Real Clear polling nationwide average. So if you look at those numbers, it seems Harris is up, Kamala Harris is up. In 2016, going back again, in 2016, at this time of the year, Clinton was up by 5 points. Clinton, compared to Trump, was up by 5 points, 2016, this time of the year. But she ended up losing the general election. Oh, how amazing it was when Hillary Clinton lost. Election night, 2016. Hillary Clinton lost. I remember that. So, 2016, August, this time of the year, Clinton was up by 5 points, but she ended up losing the election. So, what do we learn from history? What do we learn from history? We learn that polls may not guarantee election outcome. Polls are polls. Different polls show different results. It's up to you which poll you're going to trust. If you're going to trust any polls, it's up to you. So, as I'm saying, Republicans must not lose hope. And in fact, I can tell you from my experience, from my observation, because I'm very much involved in politics here in Wisconsin, I pay attention to what's going on in Wisconsin, which is a battleground state, and then I pay attention to what's happening nationwide. I try to keep up with all the updates. And I'm telling you, Republicans are not losing hope. They will not lose hope. There's a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of optimism. Hey, let me tell you, we need optimism. Samuel writes, build the wall. You mean the border wall, right? I support a physical barrier at the southern border. I do support that. We need a physical barrier at the southern border. And I got to tell you this. It's not just about the physical barrier. We need, like for border security, we need a physical barrier, obviously, build the wall. But we also need a lot of border patrol agents. We need advanced technology. I mean, we need multiple things in order to secure the border. So we need the wall, we need the personnel, the manpower, and we also need technology. Okay? So, my friends, there's a lot of energy among the Republicans in 2024. Donald Trump was in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I think that was on Thursday. I did not go to the event, but I heard that it was good. Tulsi Gabbard was also there, by the way. Tulsi Gabbard. She endorsed Donald Trump. I mean, isn't that amazing? Do you have any comments about Tulsi Gabbard? Michael Brown writes, you're a true American, sir. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate your comment. Thank you. Kat writes, Trump will win. John Ross is commenting about Tulsi. Tulsi Gabbard endorsed Trump. I mean, this is major. I mean, you have to understand the significance of this endorsement. It's not just any endorsement. I mean, each and every endorsement is important, I think, and Trump has received a lot of endorsements. Trump has been endorsed by a lot of prominent Republicans, members of Congress, other elected officials, other prominent Republican, supporters and activists. So Trump has gotten lots of endorsements, but this Tulsi Gabbard endorsement, why is it significant? You know why? Go back and look at Tulsi Gabbard's history. Who is Tulsi Gabbard? She is a former member of Congress. Do you know what state she represented in Congress? Hawaii. Hawaii is a blue state. Hawaii is a Democrat state. And you know what Tulsi Gabbard's political affiliation was when she was a member of Congress? She was a Democrat. She was a Democrat member of Congress from Hawaii. She was a Democrat congresswoman from Hawaii. So how can a former Democrat member of Congress endorse Trump? You know what happened? I'm sure if you're like me, if you pay attention to politics, if you're keeping track of what's happening in the world of politics, if you've been watching, you already know this. Tulsi Gabbard, she decided to walk away from the Democratic Party. That's right. That's right. Tulsi Gabbard, a former member of the Democratic Party, she walked away from the Democratic Party. She said, She's no longer a member of the Democratic Party. She left the Democratic Party. And that is significant. That is significant. She's an intelligent woman. She served in Congress. She's a veteran. And she left the Democratic Party. She walked away from it. And 2024 election cycle, which I'm telling you, and many people agree with me, that this is the most important election of our lifetime. And who did Tulsi Gabbard endorse? Did she endorse Kamala Harris? No. Who did she endorse? You know the answer. You know the answer. Tulsi Gabbard endorsed Donald Trump. Tulsi Gabbard endorsed Donald Trump. Angel is writing JFK. Talking about JFK. Let me talk about RFK. John Ross is asking, in your opinion, does RFK help us win? John, let me tell you. Another major endorsement, RFK Jr. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. endorsed Donald Trump. And who's Robert F. Kennedy? He comes from a Democrat background. He's the nephew of John F. Kennedy, President Kennedy. RFK is the nephew of John F. Kennedy. And RFK Jr. is the son of RFK Sr., another very prominent, high-ranking Democrat. He was RFK. JFK was a Democrat. RFK Sr. was a Democrat. RFK Jr. also was a Democrat. But then, as he was running for president, he changed his affiliation to become independent. But then RFK Jr. dropped out of the presidential race. He suspended his presidential campaign and he decided to endorse not a Democrat. He decided to endorse the Republican nominee for president, Donald J. Trump. So, really amazing. I mean, these two endorsements came at such a critical time. I mean, we found out about RFK Jr. endorsing Trump, and then, a couple days later, Kamala, bad news for the Kamala Harris team that Tulsi Gabbard publicly endorsed Trump. So RFK Jr. endorsed Trump. Tulsi Gabbard endorsed Trump. Really amazing. Really amazing. So going back to the question, will RFK Jr. help us, the Republicans? I think both these endorsements will help Donald Trump. Okay? Both these endorsements will help Trump. Denise is writing about all Democrat parties being different from today's version. Yeah, the Democratic Party today is like super far left. Super far left. Like they keep going left and left and left and left, and they just keep racing to the left. Ali writes Trump 2024 and then a heart and then a US flag. See, I was just saying, I love that comment every time I see that, and different people have been writing it. Trump 2024. I love that comment. Hey, listen, let's do this. Anyone who's watching, if you support Trump, write Trump 2024 in the comment section. Would you write that, please? Let's see how many comments we get. Write Trump 2024. Let this be a visual way to see how many people here support Trump. DA writes Trump 2024. Denise writes Trump 2024. Eric writes Trump 2024. John writes Trump 2024. This is amazing. I'm just getting more energized here, my friends. This is amazing. Alex writes Trump 2024. Kat writes Trump 2024. Oh, great. Great. Guys, Jax writes Trump 24. Amazing. This is amazing. I love it. I love it. Jeremiah writes, not subbing, by the way. You're not subscribing. You're not subscribing. Why not? Support my channel and subscribe. Jax writes, just subbed. Thank you, Jax. Listen, whether you are a Democrat or a Republican, let me tell you, please subscribe to my channel. You know why? Because as you can tell from the conversation I'm having with you all, I am open to listening to people representing a wide variety of viewpoints. You see, I'm responding to comments and questions from conservatives and liberals here. So, you know, if you believe in freedom of speech and if you think you want to be connected to a YouTube channel where people can express wide variety of views, please subscribe and stay connected. Because when you subscribe, Steve writes, Trump 2024. Thank you, Steve. When you subscribe, you know what happens? Anytime I publish a video, anytime I start a live stream, you will probably receive a notification so you can join. Jax writes, were you on Fox News? Yes, Jax, I was on Fox News last year. I had the wonderful opportunity of being on Fox News as a guest to talk about immigration. I posted the link earlier, I think, in the live chat window. What I'm going to do it again, because I know we received a lot of comments today, and so, you know, that comment may have been lost in the process. You're going to have to scroll back a lot. So I'm posting that link again. Are you able to click on it? You can click on that link, and you can see my interview. And by the way, when I appeared on Fox News, let me tell you this. This is interesting. I got to take a sip of water. Since I'm talking so much, my throat is dry. So thank you. When I was a guest on Fox and Friends, the host was Rachel Duffy, amazing host, you know, and Rachel Duffy is Sean Duffy's wife. Sean Duffy used to be a congressman from Wisconsin, so I have met Sean Duffy. Sean Duffy is just wonderful, and Rachel Duffy is just a wonderful media personality. So Rachel Duffy was the host of that segment in which I appeared. And the other guests, so there were two guests on Fox and Friends for that segment to talk about immigration. I was one. The other guest was Bernie Moreno. And you know who Bernie Moreno is? Bernie Moreno is the Republican U.S. Senate candidate from Ohio. And Bernie Moreno received Donald Trump's endorsement. So it was Bernie Moreno and it was me as guests for that segment on Fox and Friends on Fox News to talk about immigration. All right. That was June, if I remember correctly, that was June of 2023. Let's see. I think somebody asked me what my favorite book is, right? I think I saw that comment. By the way, I read a lot. Like where I am sitting right now, you can't see my room. But let me tell you, like right here, to my left, there are two bookshelves full of books, and history books, political books, literature, English literature. I have lots of books written by prominent political personalities. Um, so I read a lot. Okay, so my favorite book, I have lots of books that I read. If you ask me my favorite novel, I would say Waiting for the Barbarians by J.M. Kadzia. It's an amazing book, Nobel Prize winning book. Okay. So if you want to read a good novel, you can read Waiting for the Barbarians by J.M. Kadzia. Okay. Nobel Prize winning book. So somebody asked me my favorite book. That's why I thought I would respond. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, as we let me see some comments here. Lots of comments today. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I would appreciate it, my friends. Thank you. Navia writes, subscribe to him. Thank you, Navia. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it Navia or Navia? I am sorry if I mispronounced your name, but I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you. So as I was saying, as we approach the November 2024 election, what am I observing here in Wisconsin? I'm seeing tremendous energy. Tremendous energy among Republicans. I'm getting distracted. I see some comments here. Someone asked me, which Bollywood actor are you? I'm not an actor. I'm a genuine guy, 100%. Okay. I don't do it. I don't act. I'm not an actor. I'm not a movie star. I love your questions. I see some of the questions are humorous questions. We need a little bit of humor because, on this channel, we discuss a lot of serious things. So yeah, we discuss a lot of serious things. So we need a little bit of humor too. Someone is asking me, you a politician? Am I a politician? I'm involved in politics very deeply. So I don't know if you're going to call me a politician, but I'm definitely involved in politics. Definitely involved, as you can tell. So as I was saying, I just got distracted by your comments. By the way, can you tell how much I love talking about politics? I mean, it has been 1 hour, 23 minutes, and I'm still talking. B is asking me, you left or right? Do you mean political affiliation, left wing or right wing? Well, I'm on the right. I'm a conservative. John Ross writes, Trump 2024. I love it. Trump 2024. So, Ottoman asks, are you real estate agent? No, I am not a real estate agent. What made you ask that? Well, you can ask me a question. I'll answer. No, I am not a real estate agent. I have many friends, very good friends, who are in real estate. I am not a real estate agent. I'm not. Somebody asked me earlier, I think, are you a lawyer? I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a real estate agent. Okay. Okay, let's see. I see more comments. All right. So what am I noticing here in Wisconsin? Tremendous energy here in Wisconsin among Republicans. Daniel writes, are you a doctor? I am not a doctor. But you know what I am? I'm actually a health policy analyst. I'm a health policy analyst. Somebody is asking me, who's your favorite president, sir? It's hard to pick a favorite. I mean, Abraham Lincoln, um, probably the greatest. Abraham Lincoln. Um, I like Eisenhower. I like Eisenhower. Um, I like Abraham Lincoln. I like Eisenhower, really. Jack writes, "Are you an immigrant, sir?" I am an immigrant. I came to the United States as a legal immigrant. I followed the proper immigration process to enter the United States legally, and I am now a proud American citizen. I'm a naturalized American citizen. Uh, John Ross writes Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln. Lincoln. I love Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln and President Eisenhower, too. Jack writes, well done, man. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. Um, all right. So, what was I saying? Someone asked me, "Can you cook chana masala?" I can buy. I cook a lot of different things. If you like a chana dish, if you want a chana masala dish, yeah, I can cook it. Okay. By the way, if you go to my channel, you are on my channel because you're watching my live stream. But if you look at my shorts videos, there's a section on my channel, shorts, like YouTube shorts. You'll find a lot of videos of my dishes that I've prepared. Okay, a lot of Asian dishes. So you can check that out. Okay, I've got cooking skills. I learned from my mother. So you can check out my cooking videos, shorts videos. And so I am feeling very optimistic. I'm feeling very optimistic about November 2024. Denise writes, I love Indian food. Yeah, I love food from that region. Indian food, Pakistani food, Bangladeshi food. The dishes I prepare are mostly Bangladeshi dishes, so you can go check it out. And let me know. Let me know what you think. A lot of Bangladeshi cooking. You're going to love the Bangladeshi dishes. Goalkeeper Khaled writes, my grandmother from Hyderabad. Oh, great. Denise writes, okay. Well, Denise, you got to check out my my food videos. Check out my YouTube shorts. You're going to love it. And Denise, let me know. If you like those videos, please comment on those videos. And when I see your comment, Denise, I'll know that you've watched that video. I would appreciate it. Okay, thank you. All right. So lots of energy as we approach November 2024 election. I am feeling very optimistic. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy because, nothing's easy, especially in politics. You never know who's going to win. You never know what the election outcome will be, and things can change. People's sentiments can change. There are lots of swing voters. Lots of swing voters out there. I mean, we're very close to November 2024, but trust me, there are many voters out there right now who actually have not decided who they are going to vote for. And so it is important for Donald Trump to continue campaigning in battleground states and to reach as many voters as possible, and to talk about his policy positions, to talk about his record of success, to talk about how he is going to address the issues of inflation and supply chain crisis, and how he's going to keep Americans safe, how he's going to strengthen our military, how he's going to strengthen our alliances with other countries. So it's important for Trump to continue campaigning. It's important for the Trump campaign, for the Trump team to continue campaigning. Jared Thompson is here. Jared writes back again. Jared, Thank you for coming back. I remember Jarrett was here, watching my previous live stream when I was doing the previous live stream. Jared was here. Jared from Texas, right, Jared? We talked about Texas. We talked about how much everyone loves Texas. Freedom-loving Americans love Texas. No matter where you live. I'm here in Wisconsin. I definitely love Wisconsin, but I also love Texas because Texas represents freedom. The people of Texas, they are freedom-loving Americans. And so I know conservatives, wherever they live, whether they live in Wisconsin or somewhere else, we all love Texas. Jose writes, hi from Puerto Rico. Hi, Jose. Thank you for tuning in. I've never been to Puerto Rico, but I know it's a lovely place. Beautiful weather, right? So thank you for joining from Puerto Rico. See, this is what I'm talking about. I want to reach more people. My message is a message of peace and prosperity and freedom. I'm exercising my First Amendment right. I'm sharing my views with you, and I'm sharing my desire of seeing America as the greatest country in the world, as a country of peace and prosperity. So please help me reach more people. Subscribe and hit the like button. Hit the like button, my friends. Help me reach more people. Help me reach more and more people. Denise writes, I love Texas. Another viewer, Abel. Abel? Is it Abel? Have I pronounced it correctly? If I'm mispronouncing your name, please forgive me. I humbly ask for your forgiveness if I'm mispronouncing your name. Abel joins from South Texas. Thank you for joining. Thank you so very much. Darren Owen says, hello from South Africa. Darren, you are from South Africa. Wow. People watching my video from South Africa, that's amazing. Darren, thank you for joining. By the way, Darren, somebody asked me a little earlier in this live stream, asked me about my favorite book. And I said, Waiting for the Barbarians. And the Waiting for the Barbarians, that book, that novel is written by J.M. Kadzia, a writer from South Africa, if I remember correctly. So, and if you are from South Africa, South Africa is a beautiful country. I've not been there, but I know it's a beautiful country. Very warm, right? Warm and sunny and bright. So thank you for joining. Let me see. I'm reading your comments. Hey, if you have questions, please ask me. Jack writes, I'm from South Africa too. Oh, wow, Jack. Thank you for joining from South Africa. So 2 viewers from South Africa today, right? Okay, let me see. John Ross writes, I'm from Louisiana. Louisiana is a beautiful state too. I love Louisiana. Now, I gotta be honest. I've never been to Louisiana, but I know it's lovely. I gotta go there. I would actually love to make a road trip. I would love to go from Madison, where I live, drive, do a long, beautiful road trip, drive from Madison, Wisconsin to Louisiana and go enjoy the beach. Love to be by the beach in Louisiana. Let's see. I'm going to read some more comments. Someone writes, crawfish. Lots of good food in Louisiana, including crawfish, right? Jared Thompson writes, good food in Louisiana. By the way, Jared, did I tell you? Well, I told you I visited Texas. That was in 2018. But did I tell you that it was actually a road trip that me and my mom did together? So me and my mom, we drove from Madison, Wisconsin to Dallas, Texas. 2018, around Christmas time. That was the road trip. We drove there, we drove back. So I remember the route. We went from Madison, Wisconsin to Wichita, Kansas. So that was a long drive to Wichita, Kansas. And then we stopped at a hotel. And next morning, we started driving again, went from Wichita, Kansas to Dallas, Texas. And then on the way back, we took a different route. We drove through Illinois. So we took one route from Madison, Wisconsin to Dallas, Texas, and another different route back to Madison, Wisconsin. All right, that was 2018. Yeah, 2018. So yeah, Louisiana is next on my list. I would love to go to Louisiana. I know it's a beautiful, beautiful state. I gotta go and visit. All right. I'm seeing your comments. By the way, guys, I want to hear from you. What are you hearing from people in your neighborhood? Your friend circle, your family members, your colleagues, wherever you are, whatever city, whatever state. Are you hearing a lot of support for Kamala Harris, or are you hearing a lot of support for Trump? What are you noticing? Let me know. Okay. Yeah, I'm. If you want to respond, I'm reading the comments in the live chat section. So let me know. Bill writes, everyone in the state of Idaho is for Trump. Michael Brown writes, Australia loves Trump. Michael, are you from Australia? Australia loves Trump. That's awesome. Trump supporters all over the world. Right? Let's see. Give me 1 second, my friend. Please subscribe, my friends. Please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. And tell your friends, your family members, and your neighbors to watch my channel and to subscribe. I would appreciate it. Cat writes, Trump 2024. Jared Thompson writes, Texas for Trump. Not many Harris supporters here. No, in Texas, I'm pretty confident most people support Trump. Texas loves Trump. I know that. Wisconsin loves Trump. Okay, let's see. Michael writes, yes, I'm from Melbourne, Australia. Michael, thank you. Hey, pretty amazing. I'm seeing people from, lovely viewers joining me from many different American states and also from Australia and South Africa, different continents. Okay, Bill is writing Pennsylvania for Harris. Bill, are you a Kamala Harris supporter, Bill? Steve Forrest writes, England loves Trump. Steve, are you from England? Are you from England? I'm seeing a lot of cricket playing nation, Anyone who follows cricket. I don't watch cricket as much anymore. I used to play once upon a time, but England, South Africa, Australia, all cricket playing nations. Steve writes, yay. So Steve is from England. Thank you, Steve, for joining from England. I appreciate it. David Haley writes, Harris 2024. David, you're supporting Harris? That's okay, but why? Tell me one thing that you like about Kamala Harris. One thing that you like about Harris. There are many things to like about Trump, but what is it about Harris that makes you support Harris? Tell me, David. See, I encourage people to share their viewpoints here. Whether you are a liberal or a conservative, a Republican or a Democrat, you are welcome here. Please share your thoughts, okay? Okay, so is it Wabajock writes Kamala Harris 2024? So another Kamala Harris supporter here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Is it Wabajock? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. Forgive me. All right. Let me see some more comments. Tori is asking a question. Please tell me one thing Harris has done to help this country. Tori, Harris has no record of any achievement. Biden and Harris together, they have caused havoc in this economy. They haven't done anything to help. Um, Biden and Harris together, they have created this massive border crisis. Let me see. I'm reading your comments. When I pause and when I'm not speaking, I'm just reading your comments. So don't think I'm distracted. I'm not distracted. I'm just reading your comments. Let's see. Let me see here some comments. John Ross writes, it's 126 here. Yeah, it's 120. Well, it just became 127. 127 here, 127 a.m. here in Madison, Wisconsin, in the central time zone. I love this. You see, do I look sleepy? I'm not sleepy. I'm really energized. This is great. Dylan Moody writes, what's this channel about? Dylan, first of all, thank you for joining. Thank you for your question. This channel, my YouTube channel, is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. So I talk about various social issues, various political issues, domestic and international. Wabajok writes, no way you're in Madison. I am in Madison. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. Where are you? Are you in Wisconsin? Are you in Wisconsin too? Wabajok writes, did you just say you're in Madison, Wisconsin? Yes, I am in Madison, Wisconsin, on the west side. Are you are you in Madison, Wisconsin also? Oh, Wabajok. So, I live on the west side of Madison, okay? I don't know where you live. Yeah, I've lived in Madison, Wisconsin for a long time. I love it here. Wabajok writes, you won't know where I am. That's okay. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. I love Madison. Bill Walsh writes, I have coworkers in Madison. Let's see. I'm reading your comments. Tori is writing about some news from Colorado. Tori, I have seen those news. I haven't read the details because I had a really busy week and a really busy day. But you know that the news from Colorado, very, very, very serious news, very concerning. People are worried about, gang activity in Colorado. So, I may be discussing that in a future live stream. So stay connected with me. Okay. So Tony Alston is saying, I look like a used car salesman. Are you referring to me? Do I look like a used car salesman? What's wrong with being a used car salesman? I'm not a used car salesman, but what's wrong with being a used car salesman? There's nothing wrong. I mean, it's a profession. I mean, if you need a used car, if you need a pre-owned vehicle, aren't you going to go to a car dealership and talk to a salesperson? Let me see. All right, I'm reading your comments. Oh, I gotta tell you one thing. And, Jared, you may have heard me say this before because you've watched my previous live stream. But for the new viewers, those who are watching my video, my live stream for the first time, let me tell you, I am uh, a writer, okay, and I actually write a lot of letters to editors and op-eds. Obviously, I have political views that I share on my YouTube channel, but I also write a lot. I write about various social and political issues, and my writings have been published in many newspapers. Okay, Jared writes, Tossif, love the jacket. Thank you so much, Jared. I appreciate it. Somebody was commenting on my jacket earlier, I think. Um, Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. What was I saying? I was saying something. Lost track. So, yes, I write a lot, and my writings have appeared in various newspapers. If you go to my website, you will find a list of 109 letters to editors and op-eds that I've written that have been published in many newspapers across the United States. I'm going to post the link here so you can click on the link. My writings have appeared in very prominent newspapers like New York Post and Boston Globe and Chicago Tribune and USA Today, the Washington Times, Washington Examiner, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, Wisconsin State Journal, the Capital Times, and New York Daily News, the Western Journal. So I have, my writings have appeared, and more. There's more that I can't remember. Lacrosse Tribune. So I have written on a lot of different topics. And so, I posted the link. If you click on that link, it'll take you to my website. And on my website, you can see a long list of my, titles of my writings. So it's numbered chronologically, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a list of 109 writings. So you can see the title, you can see what newspaper it was published in, you can see the date. And if you click on it, if you click on the title, it'll take you to the website where my writing was published. So it'll take you to the newspaper website. So please check it out. You can also Google my name. Type my name on a search engine. You'll probably, in the search results, you'll probably find my writings. So, all right, let's see. Okay. If you read, let's see. If you read any of my writings, and if you like anything, just let me know. By the way, if you are on my website, you can also sign up for my e-newsletter. I try to send out an e-newsletter. It goes out to hundreds of people who are on my contact list, and the list keeps growing. So please add your name to the list. All you have to do is, when you are on my website's homepage, if you scroll down, you can see there's a section where you can put in your email address and you can hit subscribe, I think, or hit OK or enter, something like that. And then you will be added to my e-newsletter list. So every time I send out an e-newsletter, I try to do it twice a month. Okay. So you'll get an email from me with, information about where I have been, what things I've done, what writings have been published, some of my links with links to my podcast episodes. So, add your name to my e-newsletter list. That way you'll get updates from me. Okay. we're getting close to the 2-hour time mark, and I'm still here. I'm enjoying doing this live stream. It's 1:35 a.m. So I love it. I love it, my friends. Hold on. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but the comments are moving so fast. The comments are moving fast, so I'm not able to respond to all the comments. Jared is writing, "We love the stream, brother." Thank you, Jared. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Don't forget to subscribe, my friends. Sergio writes, "What are we doing here?" Sergio, first of all, welcome to my channel. This is a channel where I discuss social and political issues, both domestic and international. All right. Okay. So at this point, let me ask you. Somebody asked me earlier in the live stream what my favorite book is. I have lots of favorite books, but I mentioned one name, a novel, Waiting for the Barbarians by J.M. Coetzee. But let me ask you now, what's your favorite book? If you have a favorite book, please write the title of the book, write the name of the author. If you have good book suggestions, whether it's a novel, whether it's a history book, whether it's an autobiography or a political book, share your thoughts. Okay, share your book suggestions, and I will. I'll keep a list. Oh, I see. I see book suggestions coming in. Thank you. Kat writes, "Have a good night, everyone. Trump 2024. Good night, Kat. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you again soon. I'll try to do as many live streams as I can. Tori writes, "I will definitely be checking out your stuff. I'm a writer." Tori, wonderful. Tori, by the way, Tori, if you have a website, or I don't know what kind of writings you do you write opinion pieces, or do you write short stories or poems or other books? If you have writings you want to share, Tori, feel free to post that information here. Okay? And for anyone who wants to email me, I posted this earlier, but I'm going to post it again. I'm going to post my email address here if you want to send me an email. My email address is the following: tausif@tausifnam.net. Save my email address in your contacts. Feel free to email me, okay? Let's see. Sergio writes, "Los Angeles for Trump 2024. I love it. I love it. Los Angeles for Trump 2024. See, I have a lot of hope when it comes to California. I know California is a blue state. The Democrats have strong hold when it comes to California politics, but the people are waking up. The people of California are realizing that Democrat policies have caused havoc in the California economy. I'm hoping Steve Garvey does good. I hope, Steve Garvey is running for U.S. Senate from California. Is he going to win? I don't know, because California is still very heavily blue. I don't know if Steve Garvey is going to win that election, but the fact that he's running, it tells me that the needle is moving. I think people will wake up as more and more people realize that Democrat policies have hurt California. People are going to start voting for conservative candidates. They're going to start voting for Republicans and not Democrats. Zhang writes, Trump 24. Thank you, Zhang. Appreciate it. Let me see. I'm reading more comments. Denise writes, Trump 2024. Lots of Trump support here on this channel, my friends. Lots of Trump support. Tori writes, can I get your email again? All right, Tori, my email is tausif@tausifanam.net. You see that? tausif@tausifanam.net. That's my email address. Let's see. Yeah, feel free to email me, okay? If you have questions, if you want to share your opinions, your viewpoints, feel free to email. What an amazing time it has been. It's getting close to 2 hours, and I am very much enjoying this live stream. Very much so. This is going to be one of my longest live streams, Tori, did you get my email address? Did you note it? I see another comment. I see another comment, Trump 2024. Denise writes, I am conservative and proud of it. I'm proud to be a conservative too, Denise. Tori writes, yes, thank you. Wonderful, Tori. So you got my email address. By the way, I gotta tell you, I'm active on social media. If you go to Facebook, if you type my name, you're going to see a public page with more than 5,000 followers. I forget the exact number of followers I have there, but more than 5,000 followers. So you can follow that, and you can also find me on Twitter. You can Twitter is not Twitter anymore. It's called X, right? So you can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can also find me on Truth Social, and you can also find me on Instagram. So please connect with me on social media. I would appreciate it. So we're getting close to the 2-hour time mark. How amazing. Let me see. Let me see some more comments. I'm reading your comments. I'm loving your comments. Denise writes, I'm on X too. You may be surprised, LOL. I'm reading your comments. All right. So Denise, if you are on X, you can follow me on X. Let me see if I can post my. Let me see if I can post the link to my X profile. I'll try it. Okay. There you go. I posted the link. Can you click on it? If you click on it, you'll see my X profile, okay? X, formerly known as Twitter. You'll find my X profile, and you can then, follow me, and I'll, and you can stay connected with me that way. Okay, I'm also going to post my Facebook link. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to post my Facebook page link so you can follow me on Facebook. Give me 1 second. I'm going to find it. All right. So if you, all right, you see that link for my Facebook profile? You can click on that link and you can stay connected with me. All right. Sorry, whenever I pause, I'm just reading your comments. Okay. Wow, we have officially crossed the 2-hour time mark. I've been doing this live stream for more than 2 hours. Feels amazing. Feels amazing. Do I look tired? I'm not. I'm energized. Just seeing you all here energizes me. Seeing you all here gives me a lot of energy. Okay? Let's see. I am so happy to be doing this live stream. Somebody is talking about, what was that? Okay, the comment just, I'm trying to keep up with the comments, and the more comments come, I have to scroll back and read. So let's see. Denise writes, "You're fine, LOL. This makes me energized too." Hey, it's amazing. What are we doing here? We are exercising our First Amendment right to free speech. We're talking about the future of our country. We're talking about the upcoming election. We're talking about the candidates. We haven't talked about the vice presidential candidates today, but we can talk about J.D. Vance, who is Donald Trump's running mate. We can talk about Tim Walz, who is Kamala Harris's running mate. We can do all that. There's so much to talk about. We're not going to run out of topics. We are not. We can continue talking. Jared writes, "Tuning out. Got a lot of surgeries tomorrow. Keep up the streams. We support you." Jared, thank you. Thank you so much, Jared. I appreciate it. Artemis, are you not happy about my live stream? Artemis, you're not happy about my live stream? You don't like it? Share with me your thoughts, Artemis. All right. So, my friends, now let me ask you one more question. Since we're past the 2-hour time mark, I will try to do another live stream, hopefully tomorrow. So what I do want to ask you at this point is, what topics should I discuss tomorrow? And tomorrow actually means it may not be tomorrow, because we're already here on August 31st, right? So I may be doing I may be starting another live stream late at night, August 31st, or maybe it'll be September 1st. I don't know. But if you have topics that you think I should talk about for my next live stream, let me know. Let me know. Okay? Let me see. You call. So Artemis is writing, "How are tax cuts good for middle class and lower class?" Answer that. Great question. And I'm going to give you an answer. What is a tax cut? When you cut taxes, when the government cuts taxes, it means that hardworking Americans get to keep more of their money, right? Like if there's a tax cut, and if I am taxed less, that means I get to keep more of my hard-earned money. That's a good thing, right? I mean, cutting taxes means hardworking Americans get to keep more of their money. So, isn't that going to help middle and lower income Americans? That's definitely going to help, right? Because we have seen what the Democrats in Washington do, what they have been doing since 2021. Democrats in Washington, because the Democrats control the US Senate, they control the White House, the Democrats have been engaging in reckless spending. The Democrats in Washington, they have taken our hard-earned money. They have taken our, they have taken a huge bite out of our paycheck in the form of tax revenue, and they are recklessly spending our tax dollars on things like solar panel projects. And like if you want to have a solar panel, go have a solar panel, but I don't want the federal government taking my hard-earned tax dollars and appropriating those money for different earmark projects. They call it congressionally directed spending, but it's really earmarks, because the Democrats love earmarks. So the Democrat politicians in Washington, they ask for earmarks. They ask for tax dollars in the form of earmarks for projects like building electric vehicle charging stations and solar panel projects and climate change related projects. So I mean, the government takes our hard-earned money. They get tax revenue, and they recklessly spend it on projects that we don't need. I mean, I am not against electric vehicles, but why should the government spend our tax dollars to build electric vehicle charging stations? That should be a private sector thing. So that's just an example that I'm using. I want people to keep more of their hard-earned money. So less taxes means you get to keep more of your money. So I want tax cut. I want to see, tax cuts so that hardworking Americans can get to keep more of their money and spend it the way they want to. So, my friends, I'm going to end this live stream here. We are past 2 minutes and 2 hours and 7 minutes. It's been wonderful talking to you all. It's been wonderful sharing my thoughts and opinions with you. I love reading your comments. Thank you for all the great questions. Thank you for all your comments. Whether you are a conservative or a liberal, I welcome you to stay connected to my channel. Whether you are a Republican or Democrat, please subscribe and stay connected to my channel. Share with me your thoughts. Share with me your opinions, your views, your comments. Please email me. I'm going to post my email address once again here, tausif@tausifanam.net. Please check out my website, tausifanam.net, and please connect with me on Facebook. Go and like my Facebook page. You will find it if you just type my name, and you can see on my Facebook public page I have more than 5,000 followers. So when you see that, you'll be able to identify which page is mine. So go follow me on Facebook, connect with me on X, formerly known as Twitter, connect with me on Truth Social, connect with me on Instagram. Thank you so very much, everyone, for staying connected. I had a great time talking in front of you, talking to you all. 2 hours and 9 minutes and counting. So thank you, everyone. I will be back again with more live streams and more videos. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful night, my friends. And I'll see you all very soon. Thank you. Thank you very much.